Hey, looks like it's chatting time again. No, it's not. We're still on the same job, so nothing's changed. Okay. So let's get on with the job then. Aunt May, a job well done as usual, and the plan has worked swimmingly, I might add. I'm already patched into the Knight Errant comm system. If and when they summon their high threat response team, I will know. As soon as you're finished resupplying, I'd recommend heading directly to the Javol district. Javol district? A commercial district shared by a variety of competing corporate interests, as technology controls the largest share of the district, including the major utilities that serve it. You will find the facility that you will be raiding there. Considering the level of security that AS technology is running, I wouldn't count on medical evac being available on this run. In fact, I'd bet against it. That means that if anyone falls unconscious in there, they'll be buried when the building collapses. Obviously, you can't let that happen. I'd suggest stocking up on medical supplies before leaving the Kraus Bazaar. Yeah, noted. I'll buy out this Esquibel's supply of medkits and the Bumona contracts. One last thing, Aunt May. Frau Muller sent me a message while you were on the OTK run. She says that when you reach the sub-basement of the facility, you will find a security door. This door's mag locks can be opened via a voice print recognition system. Apparently Frau Muller surreptitiously recorded your meetings. She claims that she has added your voice print to the AS technology database. Okay, go on. If our client is to be believed, you will have the necessary access to open the door. The rest of your team, however, will not. When you reach the door, I'd recommend regrouping up. Only you can open it. And there's no saying that you'll find or what you'll find on the other side. Okay, Frau Muller didn't tell you. Unfortunately no. Since your meeting, her messages have been erratic. In truth, I'm not sure that she knows. But she was very clear about one thing. You're going to have to get past that door to reach the generators. Go now, Aunt May. We need to strike while the iron is hot. So, quick continuation, I guess. We do have to do a little bit of shopping, but that shouldn't matter. It's very likely to be a lengthy mission anyway. I doubt we have access to the base stop yet. After this mission, maybe. Yeah, nothing new. Buying a couple of drone repair kits. Yeah, medical contracts. Trauma kits, that's what we need to get. The quality doesn't matter, what it matters is that we just don't leave fallen behind, otherwise they're lost to us. Medical supplies. Okay, that's fine. Hmm. I'll keep what I have. We can spread them to other group members. That's a solid upgrade, but not what we want. Yeah, we're looking at a level that is very close to before you went into the end game in the previous game. So I'm guessing after this, when we can pay the 50,000 yen fee, we sort of get our answer, and we can start the final stretch of the game. So we also get to. Doesn't mean that there's only one mission left or anything, but there's not going to be any more future upgrades after that with the equipment. So it's going to be what it's going to be. And we're ready. Yeah. Sabotage their Bloodline research project. Blitz is definitely coming. I think I'm dumping Dietrich. Although the hazing is very nice, but Glory might be better there. Yeah. Equipment. Everyone's filled up, more or less. Yeah, Decker required. I'm good enough of a Decker. I'm sure of that. It's more of a question of do I want Dietrich or someone who can actually do some damage. Shuriken. H2, M2, Electro Core 1, Heal Wound 1. Ah, Trauma Kits. Forest 4, Earth Elemental Fetish. Yeah, we could use those fetishes. I think they're in per mission. So, no, I'm not taking you, I'm taking Dietrich. I want to try those fetishes. And we have a Decker. Not sure if the Renraku deck is good enough anymore though. We'll see, won't we? It's a bad deck, but our skills are higher than the other guys, so it might compensate. Okay, as technology, a giant in the world of technological and medical research, one of the most powerful and feared corporations on the planet. There are very few places in this world that the tendrils of AS technology cannot reach. Germany is no exception. The black glass edifice of the Azi Pyramid dominates the courtyard of the Citadel Spandau, and countless other more innocuous facilities that can be found all over Berlin. The lab that they maintain in the Jebel district is one of these. According to your client, the project that the Azis are working on here is dangerous. So dangerous that is paying you to bring the entire building down. Hmm, yeah, extra equipment. That's fine. You could use some healing items. Maybe heal contract. Yeah, I'm sure we'll do fine. We always do. After a few tries, if nothing else. The Yaval district is everything that your client made it out to be. Corporate complexes of all description crowd into one another, competing for the district's limited space. Lights burn in all the windows, but the streets stand empty. No shoppers, no pedestrians, nothing but silence. Yeah, quiet out here. A friend of mine did a job here once. Told me that the local wage slaves are all issued efficiency apartments deep inside the compound. Apparently, the buildings are all linked up on an underground tram system. Bed to cubicle in less than 5 minutes. Most days, the poor bastards don't even get to see the sunshine. Dietrich shakes his head. That ain't living, love. It's a slow death. Makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. Hmm. Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of the Schackenwellen writer. As Technology. This is an open request for research data from As Technology, Yibul District Branch. The Azis conduct their research in secrecy. They use their money and power to obscure the truth. We will uncover these secrets. We will share them with the world. We will level the playing field between As Technology and its competition. Timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Hmm. Project data from Schackenwellen writer. Okay. Another extra mission, I guess. Hello again, Aunt May. I have an opportunity for you. You are in an As Technology facility, yes? Well, that facility is also home to an executive, a small man who foolishly believes that he is beyond our reach. As you well know, nobody is beyond our reach. We would like you to deliver him a message to this effect. Okay, what kind of message are we talking about? The vocal kind. It's really quite simple. All that we want you to do is whisper a phrase into his ear. We are pleased that Project Vincent is going so well. If you wanted to embellish the fact that he is receiving this message in the one place where he feels the most secure, we wouldn't stop you. And that's all there is to it. Simple job and an important one. I've already marked your target's current location on your PDA. We have great faith in you, Aunt May. Please don't disappoint us. Seems harmless enough. It's probably very hard, but I don't. It's in no way impedes in what we're going to do, and if it's um, whispering a simple message gives us money, I'm all for it. I don't really care what he's done. Your comlink buzzes. There's a series of clicks as the connection is established. Yeah, Paul Amsel begins to speak. Alright, Aunt May. That's the AS Technology Complex just in front of you. You'll note the heavy security posted in the front door. Those are AS Technology employees. They're dangerous to be sure, but you could probably take them out without much difficulty. Unfortunately, the Aussies have also contracted Knight Errant to protect this facility. They're the ones we need to worry about. Just to reiterate, you want to keep a low profile on this run. Get in and out as quickly as quietly as possible. Knight Errant keeps a high threat response team on site. You don't want to tangle with them, trust me on that. If you do need to go loud, give it everything you've got. You're going to be reducing the building to a smoldering crater anyway. I highly recommend stealth over frontal assault. Yeah, we won't start shooting until we run out of words. Good woman. I'd begin by trying to find an alternative path in the building, something out of sight. Once the facility calls for help, you're going to be in a tight timetable. What is this? What is this? Cheap corporate art. Looks like marble from a distance, but up close it's clearly made of injection molded plasticrete. A shoddily built soy calf shop. Looks like it's closed. A human and a dwarf, both in their early 20s, stand huddled in the courtyard. They don't seem to notice you approach. She's been gone a long time, Myra. I'm getting worried, aren't you? She's my girlfriend, Hymeric. Of course I'm worried. She can handle herself. On the streets, yeah, but against the Aussies, I just don't know. She'll be okay. Brave words, but her tone tells a different story. It's plain as day that she's worried sick. Oh man, I don't know what to do, Myra. And I still say that messing with the Aussies was a bad idea. What else were we supposed to do? The compound up there is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. They've got more power than they know what to do with. We need the juice, Heimer. Our solar collectors are garbage. If we can't keep the lights on after a few days of cloud cover, how do you think we're going to survive the winter? I know, Myra, I know. But couldn't we have just bought some second-hand panels? They can't be that expensive. She sighs. We could have, sure. Before Danny spent our last handful of yen on those forged keycards. He straightens up, puts on a brave face. She'll be fine. She'll be back in any second now. Just you wait. Myra looks up at you, her expression guarded. Yeah, what do you want? Could you two use some help? It sounds like your friend has gotten herself into trouble. Her tone is sharp. We'll be fine. What we don't need is strangers butting into our business. Just go away, alright. Have a nice day. Myra, look at her. It's a professional. She can help us. He takes a step toward you, his arms wide. Please, ma'am, we do need your help. She just doesn't want to admit it. So, you two are in over your heads. If you don't tell me, if you don't let me get you out of this, power shortages will be the least of your problems. No, I don't want to go with a threatening tone. It's bad for the Aussies, it's good for me. I'll help you out. Oh, thank God, and thank you too. He turns to Myra. Give her the spare key card that Danny bought. She's going to fix this for us. You can see the mistrust in her eyes, but after a moment's hesitation, she begins to fish around in her bag. Finally, she produces a thick plastic key card. She hands it to you. This'll get you into the utility tunnel. Danny went down there about half an hour ago. She said she'd be back in 10 minutes. Find her for us, okay? Please bring her back safe. Yeah. Enter a utility tunnel and find Danny. We might as well go there. Whatever, you know. Somebody spent a fair amount of money on this utility hatch, and it's plastered with anti-tampering warnings to prove it. Take a closer look. A cursory inspection shows you that the hatch has been mag-locked, a fairly sophisticated model from the looks of it. Short of using an authorized keycard, there's no way you're getting past this thing. The indicator light on the mag-lock changes from red to green. There's an audible thunk, and the hatch pops open, revealing a ladder leading down to the utility tunnel below. Okay, I'm saving here. Just taking a look around. Are we missing something important before we jump in there? It seems to be the place they want us to sort of funnel us toward. No? It's an alternative way, clearly. I'm helping these guys first, no matter what. If this gives us access there, it doesn't really matter. It looks like one way or another we're going to have to take for all we know, this might be the best choice anyway. Yeah, as technology utility tunnel. The lock appears to be short-circuited. It's like a fighting area. In an instant you size up the scene playing out in front of you. A young elf dressed in the same shabby chic clothes that the Cuphead kids wear, Danny cornered with no place to run. A pair of Technology security drones closing in for the kill. Drones are low-grade, but they're armed, and Danny's hands are empty. She's in trouble, and she knows it. The futility of her situation is written all over her face. An instant later, the drone sensors alarm them to your presence, and they spin in unison to face you. Intruders detected, weapons detected, lethal force authorized. Danny's eyes widen and she hits the deck. The panic spills out of her in a scream. Look out! Yeah, two crappy security drones. I think we can survive this. Just need some firepower here. Danny looks you up and down. Then when she's finished sizing you up, she puts her hands on her hips and smiles. Thanks for the rescue. It takes a pair to bring a weapon into Aussie territory. Everybody knows that they shoot first if you're packing. I wouldn't have risked it. Yeah, Heinrich and Myra sent me. They're worried about you. Oh, Heinrich worries about everything. Price of being a dad, I guess. He smiles. Myra's got faith in me, though. Anyway, yeah, I'll admit it. I got in over my head, but only a little bit. The drones wouldn't have shot me, I wasn't armed, but I wasn't looking forward to spending the next week in an Azzy interrogation cell. I've heard stories. They're true, love. Dietrich shakes his head at her. Word to the wise, if you're fool enough to try something like this again, carry a gun. Better be shot than let them take you. I'll take your word for it. I'm not planning on making a habit of this. She slaps the side of the power conduit with a smile, and I shouldn't need to. The taps all hooked up and ready. Impressive. Harmika wasn't convinced that you could pull it off. Yeah, well, it's amazing what you can teach yourself to do when your livelihood depends on it. Iger leans in to inspect her work. Looks like a pretty solid connection. Nothing jumping out at me as being obviously wrong. I'd say that you're probably good to go. She straightens, casts a glance back at you. You know, Aunt May, we could use this setup to our advantage. In theory, we could manufacture a power spike from here, overload the Azzy's entire power grid, without disabling the generator's safety overrides. It wouldn't cause any permanent damage, but the confusion might give us an opening to get into the building. She shrugs. It could be the opening we've been looking for. Danny's eyes go wide. Whoa, hold up. If you do that, they'll trace it. As technology will find the power tab and they'll come down on us. Okay, I don't really get it now. I mean the options, because yeah, it looks like we're gonna do it anyway, in all options. So, you owe us. Tell it to someone who cares. I can't chance getting caught in there. The stakes are too high. Yeah, you owe us. Yeah, you saved my life alright, but now you're talking about doing something that'll get all of us killed. Me, Myra, Heinrich. He's got a little sister to look after. What happens to her if Aziz take us away? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I'm sorry, but we have to do this, yeah. I will let it be for now. Yeah, right, I wouldn't do that to you. You can tell your friends that everything's going to be alright. She breathes a sigh of relief. Thanks. You know, some people say that Shadowrunners are ruthless criminals, guns for hire, just out for the money. It's good to see that it isn't always the case. I'm gonna bail out of here. I've been stuck in this tunnel too long already. Like you said, the others are worried. But if there's ever anything we can do for you, come by the shop. You'll be welcome at our place for life. It's still an option, apparently. I'm gonna leave it for now. There was clearly another chance to... another option there. There has to be. Danny looks up at you with a smile. There she is, our hero. Now, thanks so much, ma'am. Thanks for bringing her back to us. Yeah, thanks. And thanks for you for helping to keep the Azzies off our tails. If Danny had been captured, it would have been bad. She reaches up, grabs Danny's hand, clutches it tight. Worse than bad, babe. A lot worse. Danny looks down at Myra and smiles, squeezes her hand tight. Anyway, thanks again for the rescue. We all owe you a lot. If there's ever anything that any of us can do to you, just let us know. Hmm. this has to be it. This is pretty much our final chance, so... These LTG tech coveralls are... These LTG tech's coveralls are smeared with sweat and grime. A scowl splasters across her face. She takes a quick glance at you and then turns back to her work. Unless you're here to help me fix this panel, you'd better stay the hell out of my hair. Otherwise I'll call security and have them drag you out. Actually, I think that I could help you. It looks like your problem is coming from somewhere upstream. See those connectors there? Hey, yeah, you're right. She looks up at you. The scowl has disappeared from her face, but she doesn't look happy either. Look, I really appreciate the help, but I have to do this myself. I'm already way behind, and corporate's gonna have my ass if I don't get it done for lunch. Yeah, we would need more charisma or strength to do it this way. Let's see why I can't put a chokehold on her and just knock her down. But I really have to screw up their setup. Maybe they could help with the woman. Can I talk to them? I cannot. So, don't particularly want to screw those people over. Don't want to start a fight here. Yeah, we can talk to the captain, so I'd at least like to see what the options are there. A stern-looking young woman in the uniform of an AST technology security captain steps forward. An assault rifle is slung over her shoulder and she half raises it as you approach. This is a secure facility, ma'am. Show your ID or move along. We're not gonna attack. No worries, ma'am. Just out for a walk. Walk the other way. She shoulders her rifle but keeps the barrel pointed at the ground. A warning but not a death threat. Now. Yeah, it really looks like we don't have a lot of choices here. What is that? Something we just can't see. I don't understand why one of my buddies couldn't threaten her either. And we are a party, so why couldn't they do it? They'd have the requirements. Yeah, it looks like we don't really have much of an option here. Maybe with certain drugs you could have done something. But we don't really have drugs. Mostly salt in the way anyway. Yeah, I think we will have to either fight through or screw the kids over. Yeah. It's an odd thing that what basically what the dialogue options they want us to do would be easily capable. These one of these guys would be easily capable of doing that. So yeah, I'm sorry kids, but the game says that I can't use my companions, so I'm sorry but you're screwed. Yeah, overload. Again, it seems like the only point with the woman working there was if I could have if she wasn't there, I could have done what I'd done and gained access. So why couldn't I just chokehold the goddamn bitch and put a bullet in him? There she is! You goddamn heartless bastard! While Danny and Myra are clearly furious, Heinrich just looks tired. He shakes his head. Why do you do it? You know that we can't fight the Aussies. You know what they're going to do to us. Hmm. By the time the Aussies come looking for you, you could be out of here. I wouldn't wait around long though. Typical runner bullshit. I knew that we couldn't trust you people. Get the hell out of here. I never want to see your face on our property again. Wait. Yeah. Well, shit happens kids, but I'm not risking the life of my team because you want to keep your coffee shop there. Aztec security guard and the LTG techs are locked in a heated exchange. They don't seem to notice you as you approach. So what you're telling me is this. You were working on our LTG box and then all of a sudden everything magically overloaded and went to hell, taking our communications along for the ride. And you had nothing to do with it. Look pal, you are a security guard, I am a technician. And for the last time I'm telling you this is not my fault. Yeah, but you were poking around in there. He waves her arms in exasperation. I wasn't even working on the power system, you dolt. How could I have done anything to the power grid? It doesn't work like that. Yeah, I don't like your attitude, lady. I don't like your face, idiot. Argument increases in volume and ferocity. Within a few seconds they're screaming at one another. At least they will try to... Why can't we talk to them? No, I think we're just gonna sneak in. Yeah, I was disappointed with the options there again. I suppose what the game is trying to go for there, but it doesn't really portray it all that well, is that I can't take out the woman without causing a scene with the guard, so it's an alarm situation anyway. But I'd still appreciate to have the option, maybe have some kind of stats based on that you could take her out quietly, something like that. Or that you had the option but the game would warn you that it's very likely that the guard will see you or something like that. It doesn't need to give you the option to do it, but what it needs to be is to entertain the option. Like that's where your thought process could go if you're a player. So let's give it that option, and basically explain it away. So basically you say, yeah, we acknowledge that kind of thinking, but this is why it's not a good idea for you to do it. It could be an alternative way to start a fight there, because it would still be a better starting position for your battle than in front of the turret, so it could still be there. That's an alternative way to start the fighting. Anyway, the glittering halls of the Axe Technology facility stand in sharp contrast to the Megacorp's unsavory reputation. Everything in here screams money, from the mirror polish of the floors to the obsidian inlays in the walls. The generators and the Bloodline project lie somewhere beneath your feet. Well, at least we're inside. Impressive work, Aunt May. You made it into the facility completely undetected. I'm not seeing any calm chatter about the security breach. In addition, your sabotage of the Aziz power grid has thrown the entire facility into disarray. Even if you are discovered, I would expect any response to be disorganized at best. I have marked an elevator on your PDA, and I'd start making my way there if I were you. It's not the most efficient path to reach your objective. No, it is the most efficient path to reach your objective. Efficient might not be the best, because it also might be the most correct one. We have to reach the executive. Secure door. Definitely hacking needed. Ah, we didn't realize what that was. What it's showing us is, I guess the comm system is showing us the patrols. Yeah. So this is gonna be tricky. We don't have to get there unnoticed, but I tried to give it a try. See how hard it is. It is pretty hard because by the time you see the outline of the adversaries there, it's pretty much already too late to start avoiding them. So this is a trial or an error thing, which is pretty shitty stealth mechanic in general. Well, it's not exactly a stealth game, it does not have a stealth mechanic. So this explains it why it's so easy to get noticed. Elevator control, security cameras, shield. Excellent. They're all within blaster range. More or less anyway. So totally unnecessary use of our ability though. The target had 50 IP points, so let's just use a normal attack to get it. Damage they do is quite a bit higher than previously. Okay, now it seems like it's somewhat doable. Trying to move here unnoticed. As technology inventory services, press any key to begin. The terminal springs to life. A quick scan of its contents reveal little of value, but you do find a message that catches your attention. From Meyer Fatima J. to Lange Katya. Katya, I've got some pretty grave concerns about this new project. I don't know what they're doing downstairs, not exactly anyway. I'm pretty thoroughly creeped out by some of the inventory requests that have been coming up to my desk recently. When we decided to sign on with AS Technology, we talked this over. We knew the company reputation, and I said that I could handle whatever came my way. But this... I don't know, Katya. This last order crossed the line. What would the research team need with a bulk order of gags, restraints, and 500 liters of hydrochloric acid? Uh-oh, I've got to run. Just got a message over the comm. Looks like Central wants to see me about something. I'll catch you back at your apartment later tonight. Let's talk about this over a bottle of wine. I know that I could use it if something tells me that she never got to enjoy that glass of wine. I'm pretty much in agreement with that. Openly voicing your concerns, yeah. No, don't go there. Okay, that's our target. The screen to this terminal comes alive at your approach. An AS Technology login screen awaits your password. Yeah, hack the terminal. Pay data. DNA donor list. Ka-ching! It certainly looks like we need to go here. We need to move when he's on patrol. Wait. These lockers are full of stuff full Of spare knight-errant security uniforms. Yeah. Grimly, your teammates set about struggling into the complicated and ill-fitting uniforms. A few minutes of cursing, a couple of popped rivets later, job is done. You take a moment to examine your team, then nod in satisfaction. They look like a group of authentic knight-errant security officers. Well, that's handy. I'm not much for sneaking around, but if we're gonna do it, we might as well go all the way. He claps you on the shoulder. Good find, boss. I'm not sure it'll help all that much, but it might make a certain situation a bit easier. Usual turn. Activate shield. Move. We don't have a lot of time. Very little, in fact. Insane elevator controls, security games. Okay, it's the same fucking thing. That's why there's so little time here. We've already been in this system. Okay, is there any... that's the main door, I guess. I mean front door, so we don't want to go there really. What? Are you coming here? Yes, you are. The elevator guard steps toward you, his weapon slung. Did you hear anything about knight-errant assets being deployed in this sector? He pauses for a moment and checks himself. And again, with the power overload, nobody knows what the hell is going on. Haven't heard from Central in half an hour. Why are you here? Ah, come on. I was sent to check on you, so how are you doing? Oh, come on. Come on. Ah. Yeah, screw that. There's a few options that you seem to be able to... how to manage that. They don't seem to be all that useful there. Not sure which it's very hard to move past here without him spotting us somehow. I'm not really interested about the elevator at the moment though. We can't really do anything here. Yeah, there's no good option. I think this might be the limit how far we got. I'd like to get at least there before the binding starts. He stays there for quite a bit while though. Let's see if he reacts to us being here. Yeah. There seems to be any real way to get rid of him. Yeah, you would need etiquette, security, or charisma. Or quickness. A worried-looking man in an expensive suit is pacing back and forth in his room. He locks eyes with you and you can feel the fear radiating out of him. He looks surprised to see you, but not alarmed. Oh hey, I don't usually see Knight or in personnel wandering around this part of the building. What's up? Yeah, we have mutual friends. They have a message for you. Oh? What are you talking about? We are pleased that Project Vincent is going so well. The executive jerks back as though you slapped him. His face has gone as white as a sheet. Our friends wanted me to deliver this message to you in person, here in your office. I'm sure you understand. Yes, of course. Expression on his face is one of pure horror. Please tell our friends that I hear them loud and clear, and tell them I'm making the call. What call? No, I don't want to know. There's definitely a security guy coming our way. There shouldn't be too many of them here. The shotgun. Oh, you can cover something now too. That is fantastic. Now. I think we're in the clear. Yeah, I don't get why this button, yeah. It's because it requires... no, I think that's basically the bigger reason. Because there is why I didn't get this on the drone server, because there's clearly an off button on the character, and that's what I've been using. So when it didn't work, when I had 0 action points, I jumped to the conclusion that I can't do it anywhere. But it's I still don't see why I can't just use that. It's a workaround to use the drones, and certainly workable, but I still don't really get it. Why even bother? I guess maybe it was exactly that. It was more simple to just have it on both instead of trying to fix the system. Oh shit. Yeah, that's a cool bastard right there. Just walk in here like nothing. Okay. Heal. Shuriken. Ooh. Spear throw. Late distraction. Mean hit. What is this? Throw blades in an arc to hit adjacent targets. Okay. Let's go with the accurate shots. Yeah, just take the bastard down. I don't mind that it's pretty much impossible for us to get in there without causing a fuss, because otherwise there would be very little point in trying to play a more, I guess, persuasive heavy character. But now you really have to plan, if you don't want to actually invest in uh, dialogue options and this persuasion, you would have to know in advance what you need and plan very carefully. But this way, if you make a charismatic character, there's a very good chance that you'll have the skills needed to bypass these quite simply. Also comes some common sense, I suppose. Um, certain etiquettes are much more used than others. Securities are probably the best. Corporate might be another, but security so definitely. I guess it's used where it really matters. That's why security is the best. It might not even have the most options, but it's in a situation like this, for example, where you need to deal with security, bypass security or something. So you have that option. No street smarts isn't gonna help you there. Your stomach lurches slightly as the elevator plummets downward into the bowels of the AS Technology facility. A faint but omnipresent thrumming sound raises the hair on the back of your neck. The deeper you go, the more certain you become. This place is vibrating with power, both from the generators and from something else.